finally, Longines has done it. If you're into the classics like the legendary Explorer 36 and its little brother, the Black Bay 36, and you wanted more options, not a watch that everyone has, well, look no further. Introducing the all-new Longines Spirit 37mm. Wow. Is 37 the new 36? You know, I'm a big fan of 36mm watches like the Black Bay 36 and the older Explorers. This is a big move by Longines. They are going for it with this release. It seems like a no-brainer and should have been done years ago. Rolex never stopped making the 36, and that's for good reason. It's so hard to beat the wearability. And now you're getting that wearability from a fresh new perspective, Longines, with their sporty new Spirit. The Spirit is a symbol of celebration for Longines pioneers of the past, like Charles Lindbergh, who made the world's first transatlantic flight solo in 1927, and he wore a Longines. And the year later, Amelia Earhart did the same, the first female to do it. So if you're looking at this watch instead of an Oyster Perpetual 36, Explorer 36, or Tudor Black Bay 36, don't think you're settling for less. You may be paying less, but you're getting more. You're getting a ton of history with Longines, many world firsts, as they were trailblazers of watchmaking since 1832. So, fantastic brand with an even better watch. We have an extremely sharp case with beautiful transitions that are laser sharp, from brushing on the sides of the case with a high polish bevel that travels along that upper mid case, and then you see that bezel. The top of the bezel has a flat brushed surface that tapers downwards into a high polished bevel and finishes off with brushed sides. So you get a constant transition between brushing, polish throughout the bezel and case, and it gives the Spirit a brilliance. It just looks shiny, but it maintains that sporty tool watch vibe, which is like a magic trick. Longines has pulled off a magic trick, and that's something that the Explorer and the BB36, they don't do as well as this thing. Now, one of the big negatives is the double-domed sapphire crystal. Why is it a negative? Because there's anti-reflective coating on both sides, and the coating is as strong as a mineral crystal, so your coating could get scratched on the top side. The one benefit is the glass absolutely disappears and looks amazing. The look, I love it. But how durable will it be? Many people told me it's not very durable, and just as many said theirs is fine. But rest assured, when you send your Longines into service every 5 years or so, I'm pretty sure they're gonna put you a new crystal anyways. So is it that big of a deal? That's up to you to decide. Now let's do those measurements. I got 37mm even, 11.7 thick, including that double dome. So that's impressive, under 12. No drilled lugs and a lug to lug of 44.7. Desirable compact dimensions here. What's a sports watch without an amazing bracelet? Do we have one? Well, let's find out. I'm gonna knock the fact that it does have a male end link. I don't think anyone can do male end links but Rolex. They just look a little bit too long, too wide. They never look as good as the Rolex male end links. So I do prefer a female end link on most watches, and this one is no different. It's 19mm tapering down to 16. Solid end links with solid links. And I do believe it's pins and collars. It does have the push button release for the end link. For easy strap changes, you don't have to damage the underside of your lug. Now the clasp is a thing of beauty. It's fully milled, signed Longines, high polished bevels, but it's so thin. Look how thin it is. And it has 5 micro adjusts. Okay, so right there, a million times better than the Black Bay 36 bracelet. And when we look at the design of the bracelet, it's completely brushed except for the flanks of the mid-link and high polish finishing on the insides of the outer links. Okay, if that makes sense. It looks awesome. And this bracelet does articulate flawlessly, so it's going to contour to any wrist shape. Very comfortable. Now the dial and hands is a gorgeous champagne color that, depending on the light, can change to bright silver. I think it's the hot new color of 2023. That's my prediction. We have applied Arabic numerals 1 to 12 for the hour markers, and I think they're well proportioned for this size. We got simple baton hands with tapering tips, applied 5-star logo above the 6 o'clock, and the 6 o'clock is not even the 6 o'clock, it's the date, so you get that symmetry. The 40 mil had the date at the 3 o'clock, and the 42 the same, so this one is the best one. And of course, the winged hourglass applied Longines logo. Longines and automatic printed on the bottom and top of that winged hourglass. The chapter ring is raised, stepped with a high polish bevel, diamond loom pip cutouts, and the diamond shaped loom pip of the seconds hand crosses over it perfectly. Little details like that are nice to see. And printed on that step chapter ring, you have the minute markers, printed every 5, 10, 15, 20. So the dial has a lot going on, but it's very simple. Another magic trick that the Spirit pulls off. I think the legibility will be better on the blue dial and the black, but this champagne is not bad. Now let's do the loom shot. We got Swiss Super Luminova BGW9 with that beautiful blue glow, and it has decent strength. BGW9, while it may look dimmer than green, does last just as long as C3. Powering the Spirit is the Longines exclusive L888.4 silicone balance hairspring Clasp certified, 72 hours of power reserve, and look at the rate, 0, 0, 0, and the fourth and final round, 0. Okay, we're gonna do 12 down. The amplitude did take a little bit of a hit. You may have to wind this up a lot because of that large 72-hour power reserve. Beat error 0.3. Now let's look at the rate, +3, +2, +, 0. And the fourth and final round, it's no surprise, it's a Longines 0. Well done. So the Spirit is a fresh watch from Longines, when in the past, I believe their best work was the heritage models, the reissues, the remakes, but they proved me wrong. They said, hey, look, we can make a modern watch just as good and even better than the biggest players on the market today. And the Spirit is a little bit magical. I recommend it 100%. And guys, if you love Longines, please remember to like the video and check out more Longines content on the right of your screen right now. And I'll see you in the next one.